I've become more of a confident person and more happy, and so I can write happier songs.
Is there one song that you started with that you say, well, that was maybe a song that had a turning point for you?
Well, I wrote a song called All or Nothing on our new record, which was about how I met my wife and how we became great friends and then fell in love and ended up getting married. And we have a lot of fans that say that they can relate to that song because we've had fans say they've used that song for their wedding song, and so that's great. That was definitely one of the first songs on this record that I wrote, which I felt was, it was a real song. It's about something that really happened, and it was, I think fans can tell too when you're making stuff up. You know, when you're like just telling a story or if you're actually talking about something that's real inside, so.
Was this for you a breakthrough song maybe for you, songwriting wise?
Possibly. A breakthrough in the sense that maybe go into something that's different, that delve into something that's fresh and new for me, yeah.
Is it, because this album is your most successful to date.
Yeah.
Can you say that maybe the success relates to you writing now differently?
Yeah, I think so. I've definitely felt the most confident on this record with my songwriting. I think that has a lot to do with it, I think. The fact that every song on this record I really felt a connection to. Like where we talked about before, maybe in the first record, there have been some lyrics I wish I could have changed. In this record, there's none. Like, there's nothing I would want to change.
Is there one song that you say, well, this is for me, of course, all your songs are your babies, but is there one song that you say, well, this song is really, that really relates the most to how I feel or how I am?
I don't think there's one. I mean, I was always very happy with a song called Sacrifice. I really thought that those were really inspirational lyrics. Like when I finished writing, I was really happy with it and kind of patted myself on the back. The U.S. Olympic team used it in 2008 for the Summer Olympics because it has that really nice, great message about never giving up, and I thought that was pretty cool. That was a pretty, almost like a great thank you or something to me, to have someone want to use that for an inspirational, motivator, that song. So that was pretty cool.
You were saying, you were referring earlier in the interview to John Lennon, and I also read somewhere that you said, well, that you would like to work with Paul McCartney. Are the Beatles a big inspiration, or is it just coincidence that you just mentioned John Lennon and I read something about Paul McCartney?
I don't know. Well, I mean, the Beatles are great. Work with Paul McCartney, that would be pretty great. He's still unbelievable. I've never seen him live, though. I've had friends say that they've seen him live and he's unbelievable. But yeah, I love the Beatles. I don't know what else to say about that.
It's true. Everyone loves them.
Yeah.
There's a nice story in the song Bad Girlfriend. Maybe you can explain how the song ended up on the album, and then we'll go deeper into it. But how did the song end up on the album? It's a pretty awkward story.
Well, that song started as a riff. I wrote this riff, and I put some drums to it. There's no lyrics at all. And I sent it to the other guys in the band, and they were like really excited. They're like, "Oh, this is a really cool riff. Let's jam it out or something." And so we actually were in pre-production for the record, and we had a bunch of songs. The record was being recorded, and this was still something we had. The whole song was done, but really it didn't have a lot of lyrics. And we were kind of contemplating if we were going to record it or not. So we recorded it, and then it was the very last song that I sang for the record. I was like, well, I don't know if it's going to make it on the record. Maybe it'll be a B-side. I don't know. Maybe because it was kind of a cheesy song. I was a little worried about the lyrics, and our producer Howard Benson was a little iffy on it. He's like, I don't know, this is pretty cheesy. And so I'm like, let's just record it, record the vocals, and kind of see what happens. So when we finished recording the song, the label had already picked out their favorite songs already, and Bad Girlfriend wasn't one of them. They really didn't like that song. They're like, no, this song should not be on the record. And we were like, well, you know what, let's just put it on the record. because it's a cool rock song. It'd be fun to play live. I'm glad we did, because it turned out to be, you know, the biggest song of our career.
How come? Have you look back on it and say, well, maybe it's because of this or because of that?
No, I don't know. Like, because there's the lyric in the song, it starts off, "My girlfriend's a dick magnet," which is like, you know, take off of chick magnet, a guy being a chick magnet. And I remember when I sang that line, the producer stopped the recording. He's like, all right. He's like, I don't know. Do you really want to say this? Do you really want to record what you just said? I'm like, I don't know. This is pretty cheesy. Like, I don't know if people are going to make fun of us or what. So I don't know. It was just really a huge fluke, I think. We didn't really know that the song was going to be that big. We just honestly, it was one of those things.
What do people tell you when they come up to you and say something about this song?
Well, ironically, women love the song, because I think the label was scared that it would just become like a guy song, and you want women to like songs, because women buy records and women attract guys to buy records, and so we were really astonished that girls loved the song, because it seems like such a guy song. But like I said, I don't know. Like, girls come up to me and say...
What do they tell you, yeah?
Well, they just say they love the song. A lot of girls will always be like, I'm the bad girlfriend. So I think women just like to be bad. They like to, you know, the lyrics are all about dancing up on the bar and stuff. I think it's just one of those songs that girls love to get drunk, go out to the bar and hear the song and be like, this is my song. Okay. This is my time, my 3.5 minutes to dance and try to attract guys, I guess. So it's great. It's like the theme song for drunk women everywhere, right?